Dagrootx YouTube channel. So buckle up and let's go for a ride. Hey, what's up YouTube? It's been a hot minute since I've been on here, mostly just from family and stuff like that, but I'm really excited to kind of show you some of the stuff that I've been doing. I've been chipping away real slowly. It's hard to make a video when you just come out here for 20 minutes, come out here for an hour and just fiddle around with stuff and try and figure out what you need to do. So I'm going to kind of give you another update, I guess you could say. I did get some progress going on the rear wheel studs, which turned into just like a big thing. You'd think just replacing wheel studs was a small thing, but it was not. So let me give you a little rundown on what I did, and that way you can just kind of see where the progress is going and then where we're headed for the rest of the stuff. So stick around, check it out. So as you can see, the garage is a complete disaster as usual. Just day after Christmas here, stuff pushed out, strewn out everywhere. Trying to clean up as well as finish up a little job that I had. So as you can tell now, I do have 5/8 studs on this bad boy. If you saw my last video, we had some studs shear off. So in the front right now, I have these ARP studs, which work great by they replace the stock studs. And I had a video way back about doing that with the front studs. So I replaced it with these 5/8 studs. As you can see, they're way beefier. I was gonna put these ones in the rear. However, this shank, the holes were already too big for these because of this shank right here. So I decided, you know what, let's go with the big boys anyways, because one, these are not hub-centric wheels. This wheel does not sit on a hub. It's lug-centric, so they sit on the lugs, or the lug nuts center these wheels. So I replaced these, the stock ones that just came in the axle. I think they were 1/2 inch or something like that, and I replaced them with these big beefy ones. However, it's not as easy as just pulling the old ones out and replacing the other ones. Let's go to the other side. So on this side, I can kind of show you a little bit better. I actually had to pull both the axles out, which is pulling these 4 bolts out, pulling the axle out. Before, there was a tone ring in here, and you can kind of maybe see it in the off-road video when I went and tested. There's a tone ring here for the stock Titan, because it was a stock Titan replacement diff is where I kind of got this thing from. And this tone ring was blocking these things from coming out, as well as I took it to a shop because I wanted them to drill these studs very exactly, and I didn't have a good way to do that myself because I had to drill these studs, these holes out to accept this larger knurl. So I got those all pulled out. Well, that tone ring had to come off for them to put it in the jig and drill those, which meant the bearing, which sits right behind here, had to come off, and I had to replace the bearing on both sides. Which, I mean, there's nothing wrong getting new bearings on it just to make sure. I mean, it's peace of mind, but it just kind of turned into a big fiasco. Another thing that you just don't think about, but I had to drill out my wheels and my. So you can see these holes were a lot smaller, because they were drilled for a smaller, for like an Xterra lug stud size. These, you know, they were drilled for much smaller studs. So I had to drill out my wheels, and then I'm gonna have to drill out the caliper, or the discs as well. So these are a much smaller hole, so I have to drill these out. I did it on this side, but I'm gonna drill out these discs so that they will fit over those lug studs as well. All right, guys, so got all the work done. Now I'm measuring for a drive shaft. As you can see, Chuck's a little taller right now. I got her up on all fully drooped out. As you can see, it's pretty tall. Let me flip the camera around. Pretty tall. It looks ridiculous like this. It's so freaking huge. Got like an inch to spare up top. But just some stuff that I did in here. Chopped this all up, make some room. It's not quite finished, but I want to make sure before I cleaned it up that was enough to chop out. Did that on both sides. I got the all the new studs in on this side, drilled out that rotor, and yeah, so we're good to go. For that, next thing is going to be fixing this. All right, guys, so I got the brake pedal out. I'm gonna cut it right here, and I'm gonna have to like 45-degree angle so that it goes like this. I'm not sure I'm gonna do it yet, but the first thing is cutting this like that, and then we'll get some parts and pieces and angles and whatnot, and maybe I'll cut it at a 45. All right. Now that I'm looking at it, I might change my mind on how to do this next. All right, guys, got it off, got it cut. This is how it's about going right here. So it needs to be at about a 45, and this bottom pedal piece is gonna have to get cut and basically angled as well. I'm not sure how that's gonna work. I haven't got that far yet, but that's about how we're gonna go as far as the angle. Probably cut a piece there, cut a piece here, get it all welded back together. I don't have any 1/8 inch, so I'm kind of at a standstill right now. It's getting late and I gotta bring my kids to go see Spider-Man. So that's where I'm gonna leave off tonight with this old girl. She's coming along and I'm making some progress. I'm happy that I got some time to put into her. Yeah, coming along. Hey, look, new Christmas gift. Little pull tab. Yay, race truck stuff. All right, guys, that's gonna be it. That's gonna be it for today. Thanks for watching. Appreciate you guys hanging out with me. Sorry it's been forever since I've updated, but I haven't really had much updates because I've been not filming and not doing much. So peace.